How many of them see account? 51. Right. How many do you have now?
No, but we don't begin supply.
You already asked how many don't left?
This now very few don't go. For dryers.
Key among his findings during the on-the-spot visit to Kissy MAFS Store were lots of farming equipment and implements, including tractors, threshers, rice mills, among other things, some of which have been stored without use for over 2 years.
Here is this. We've got a lot of machines here that can really help. We need to do whatever we can do to get these machines out in the field working. Our Feed Salone program will not be one where we procure equipment and come and keep them only for them to grow trees on them, as I've seen. That's not a good use of government money. That's not what we would do. Somebody needs to be using them rather than sitting here collecting dust and growing trees on them.
According to the Minister of Agriculture, the purpose of the visit was to follow up on the approved distribution process and status of the 2,500 metric tons of fertilizers donated to the government and the people of Sierra Leone by Office Sharifin des Fawcett, OCP, based in Morocco, and about 200 rice mills, which is very useful for farmers during harvesting seasons.
The process had started to distribute these fertilizers. I wasn't happy with the process, so I told the PS and my leadership team that we stop it. They had got some military vans to send them to the district, but I wasn't satisfied with the process that was put in place, and I wanted us to come and make sure that process was done. I thought my best chance of doing it was when the fertilizer was still here, we asked the district agriculture officers to give me a list of all the farmers that have applied. Everybody. We know it's not going to be enough for everybody. Some people will get this year. Those that don't get, we'll have a list of them. They'll get next year. And then we'll digitize this. In the future, in the very near future, we want to have a tablet where when you come here to collect your fertilizer, there's an app, you fill your name. When you apply, you fill your name, and we ask you, have you ever gotten fertilizer? Yes or no, the area that you're growing, the crops, and you have a unique identifier. So we know you. If we have that process, it becomes very easy to, in the future, do this in a digital way. The government has a policy of not giving fertilizer freely directly to smallholders. We want to give it through the private sector. There's an e-voucher system that we started about 2 years ago. We want to build on that. That means we have to have a good database of farmers using fertilizer.
Haja Bari, a master farmer in Kaine district, was thrilled by the minister's move to inspect the facilities in the store and his plans to improve the process of distribution into a digitalized and more transparent one.
I'm really happy first for what the minister talk about the machine.
I am happy for what the minister has said about these machines because the farmers in Kaine have been constrained to access them. I know that this mechanism will ensure the least farmer has access to government fertilizers and other equipment.
It's fine because we know say if they make that mechanism there for make them go make the leastest farm go able get the benefits of the government's way in carry fertilizer.
After this visit, the minister will engage his leadership on plans to remove these equipment, distribute them to both local and master farmers for effective use before the next harvesting season. This is part of the minister's effort to ensure that government facilities and resources are well utilized by the right beneficiaries in the agricultural sector for the success of the Feed Salone agenda. SLBC News, Cecilia Sesay.